The day of reckoning has finally arrived for the cult family that plotted your demise. Their sinister scheme to eliminate you and claim your inheritance is about to be exposed in full. They moved in silence, thinking their connections would protect them from consequences. But you survived, and more importantly, you collected receipts. Now justice stands at their doorstep with evidence in hand. The family that operates like a cult is about to face the music for their attempt on your life. The ones who believed they could permanently distort your reality severely underestimated the celestial forces protecting you. They failed to understand that your intuition operates on frequencies they cannot jam. While they spent years crafting elaborate deceptions, you knew. The knowing lived in your bones, whispered through your dreams, and manifested as unshakable certainty despite their gaslighting. The truth you sensed arrives with thunderous confirmation. Your inner knowing stands vindicated. What you perceived through the fog manifests in concrete evidence that even the most committed deniers cannot dismiss. Everything comes to light. The resources, opportunities, and abundance deliberately diverted from your path return with compound interest. Those who scheme to redirect what the universe assigns specifically to you face the immutable law of cosmic balance. The inheritance designated for your hands alone, blocked through manipulation, legal contrivance, and outright theft, breaks through artificial dams erected against its flow. Your birthright returns. These blessings never truly belonged to anyone else. The universe placed your name upon them before your earthly arrival. The architects of deprivation created elaborate systems to intercept your divine provision, believing their human mechanisms could override celestial assignment. Their arrogance blinds them to fundamental universal law. What heaven designates for you will reach you, regardless of earthly interference. The restoration begins with unexpected discoveries, hidden accounts, forgotten properties, overlooked clauses, concealed documents. The material world rearranges itself to deliver what was always meant for you. These resources arrive precisely when needed, not a moment too early or late in the divine timeline. Beyond material restoration lies the greater inheritance, your spiritual birthright. The gifts they attempted to suppress, the abilities they sought to neutralize, the connections they worked to sever, all reactivate with unprecedented power. The very attempts to diminish your spiritual inheritance inadvertently strengthened it. Pressure creates diamonds, restriction builds power. Your contained energy now releases with volcanic force. The bloodlines that bound you release you now. Generations of dark patterns, destructive cycles, and spiritual contamination ends with you. The cosmic surgeon severs corrupted cords that tethered you to toxic lineages. These severances cause necessary pain, the phantom sensation of amputation, but deliver permanent liberation. You never truly belonged in those systems. The discomfort you experienced within family structures wasn't dysfunction. It was divine displacement. The universe strategically planted you within systems you were designed to transcend. Your differences weren't defects but evidence of your separate mission. Those who recognized your spiritual foreignness responded with escalating attempts to force conformity. They demanded your participation in rituals that dimmed your light. They insisted on loyalty to principles that contradicted your inner truth. They required submission to authorities that desecrated authentic power. Your resistance wasn't rebellion, but spiritual self-preservation. The ancestors who operated in light, often hidden in your lineage, sometimes skipping generations, stand with you now. These true spiritual predecessors watch as you break chains they couldn't sever in their time. They witness your courage to defy what generations accepted as immutable. Through you, thousands find liberation from ancestral bondage. Throughout the orchestrated chaos, a keeper of truth safeguarded crucial resources for you. This guardian, operating behind veils of ordinary appearance, recognized the systematic campaign against you. While lacking the power to halt the collective attack, they covertly preserved essential elements of your inheritance. This preservation happened through seemingly insignificant decisions, documents accidentally duplicated and stored in unexpected locations, assets transferred through channels invisible to typical surveillance, resources placed in holding patterns designed to activate only under specific conditions, conditions now manifesting in your reality. The Guardian understood the long game. They recognized that direct intervention would trigger immediate countermeasures from those working against you. Instead, they created time-released assistance, help programmed to emerge when opposing forces believed their victory complete, their vigilance unnecessary, their power absolute. This delayed provision arrives with perfect timing, when your resources seemed most depleted, when opposition appeared insurmountable, when conventional paths forward vanish, the hidden provision reveals itself. The cosmic calculator delivers exact compensation for what was taken. Nothing missing, nothing lacking. Complete restoration. Somewhere in the shadows, watching everything unfold, stood someone who recorded it all. This observer, operating unnoticed, deemed insignificant by the power players, compiled irrefutable evidence of the conspiracy against you. Their position granted access to conversations never meant for documentation. Their presence, overlooked during crucial planning sessions, allowed them to witness damning admissions. This witness collected digital breadcrumbs, preserved incriminating correspondence, recorded conversations revealing true intentions, documented systematic efforts to dismantle your foundation, copied evidence of coordinated attacks on your stability, reputation, resources, and sanity. Their comprehensive archive leaves no room for denial, no space for alternative explanations, no path for escape through technicalities. The evidence emerges through unexpected channels. Systems designed to protect secrecy develop strategic failures. Encryption suddenly unlocks. Security protocols experience selective malfunction. The very technologies deployed to ensure permanently buried truths systematically malfunction, releasing precisely what they were programmed to conceal. This mountain of evidence crashes down with perfect precision, neither random nor scattered, but arranged chronologically, showing progression, intention, and coordination. The paper trail forms an unbreakable chain, each link connecting to create a comprehensive understanding of operations conducted against you. Names appear, dates align, motives clarify, nothing remains hidden. Throughout these clandestine attacks, invisible guardians deflected the full impact of harm directed toward you. What seemed like remarkable luck, coincidental timing, or inexplicable escape from carefully laid traps reveals itself as orchestrated protection. The forces assigned to your safekeeping manifest their presence through undeniable intervention. Remember the near-miss accidents that should have been fatal, the sudden illness that prevented your presence at meticulously planned scenarios designed for your demise, the unexpected detours that removed you from calculated danger zones, the intuitive warnings that pulled you from harm's path seconds before disaster. These weren't random circumstances, but active divine intervention. The attempted harm never reached its intended potential because supernatural blockades intercepted the darkest schemes. Cosmic bodyguards neutralized the most lethal aspects of attacks launched against you. Your survival proves divine covering, not chance circumstance or personal resilience alone. Heaven itself decreed your protection. This invisible shield explains what your attackers could never understand, why their most carefully calculated plans consistently produced fraction of expected results. Their confusion-fueled escalation, more aggressive approaches, more substantial, resources committed to your destruction, yet the pattern continued. Their increasing frustration stemmed from battling forces beyond their perception or comprehension. Chosen ones, something in your DNA changed the moment you said no to the system. The moment you stopped following the herd, stopped consuming their poisons, stopped thinking like a slave trapped in a rigged game, everything shifted. Your bloodline felt it. Your ancestors felt it. You became the mutation Archons feared for centuries. While the world numbs itself with distraction, you've been waking up, cell by cell, thought by thought, dimension by dimension. Inside the obsidian inner order, we are mapping this evolution together. We are building the real God code, not through dogma, but through ancient breathwork, sacred energy practices, psychic training, and pure cosmic download. The more we connect, the more the old world falls apart. The Archons are losing grip because you were never meant to fit into their design. Every week, we meet in real time, on live group calls where chosen ones reveal what's happening on the ground and in the higher realms. These aren't just discussions, they are activations. Behind the scenes, our private Discord stays lit, with channelings, revelations, and sacred codes passed between those who remember Atlantis, Lemuria, and the lifetimes before this one. You will also receive the modern manifestation mechanics, a field manual not for manifesting trinkets, but for reconstructing reality itself. This book is encoded. It only works for those whose DNA has already begun to awaken. If you're feeling the resonance now, that's not coincidence, it's a frequency lock. The order is alive, it's growing, and the real ones are already inside. Click the link in the description below and step into the collective mutation. The central architect behind systematic attacks stands revealed. This entity operated through layers of proxy, maintaining a pristine public appearance while orchestrating comprehensive campaigns against you. Their manufactured image, compassionate, spiritually attuned, emotionally supportive, disintegrates as evidence exposes their true nature. This manipulator specialized in weaponizing emotions. They studied your vulnerabilities, identified your deepest needs, and strategically presented themselves as the answer to your unspoken longings. Their performance mimicked genuine connection while concealing a calculated agenda. They offered healing with one hand while administering poison with the other. Their motivation transcends typical human jealousy or competition. Their obsession with neutralizing you stems from recognition of your true identity. They perceived what remains hidden even from you, the full scope of your spiritual assignment and authority. Their opposition confirms your significance. Their resources committed to your destruction reveal their accurate assessment of your potential impact. The exposure happens publicly, irrevocably, and comprehensively. No graceful exit exists. No plausible explanation covers the evidence trail. No character witnesses overcome documented patterns. Their constructed persona collapses entirely, revealing the void beneath performative humanity. Those who surrendered. Discernment to their manipulation experience, collective awakening to dangerous deception they embraced as truth. While enemies multiplied around you, strategic alliances formed in unseen realms. Someone who recognized the coordinated attack against you developed counter-strategy and silence. This ally, positioned at crucial intersections of influence, observed, documented, and prepared systematic response while maintaining strategic silence. This partner possesses exactly what your situation requires: connections to critical power structures, access to hidden information systems, and authority within relevant domains. Their involvement shifts power dynamics instantly. Their voice validates what previously appeared as paranoid perception. Their testimony transforms dismissible claims into actionable evidence. This alliance wasn't formed through your networking efforts or social connections. The universe itself orchestrated this strategic partnership, placing someone with precise resources exactly where needed for this moment of revelation and justice. Their position results from divine placement, not coincidental career paths or arbitrary relationship development. The ally steps forward at the perfect moment, not prematurely, which would trigger preventative countermeasures, but precisely when opposition believes victory secure. Their timing maximizes impact while minimizing escape routes for those exposed. Their approach reflects strategic brilliance rather than emotional reaction. Their advocacy carries authority that silences typical dismissal tactics. The systematic opposition you've encountered throughout your journey originated from recognition of your true nature. Those operating in darkness possess spiritual discernment that identifies authentic light-bearers with uncanny accuracy. Your presence disrupts their frequency. Your energy destabilizes their constructed reality. Your authentic power threatens their illusory authority. The attacks targeted specific aspects of your design, your intuitive perception, your natural discernment, your ability to recognize deception despite elaborate disguise, your inherent resistance to manipulation, your unbreakable connection to truth, regardless of external pressure. These precise attacks reveal sophisticated understanding of your spiritual configuration. Your opposition invested extraordinary resources toward neutralizing you because you represent existential threat to their operational systems. The intensity of resistance encountered directly correlates to the significance of your assignment. Ordinary people experience ordinary opposition. Extraordinary destiny attracts extraordinary resistance. While you questioned your value or purpose, they operated with certainty about your potential impact. Their focused attempts to disable your effectiveness confirm what your doubts questioned. Their persistent opposition validates your authentic call. Documents surface from forgotten archives. Messages emerge from deleted accounts. Recordings appear from closed systems. Testimonies arise from unexpected sources. The evidence materializes through statistical impossibility, too precisely aligned, too comprehensively documented, too perfectly preserved to attribute to coincidence or human coordination. This evidence forms unified narrative that reveals systematic financial diversion designed to create artificial scarcity in your experience. Documentation of resources rightfully yours, channeled through deceptive mechanisms to unauthorized recipients. Financial breadcrumbs showing deliberate creation of dependency and limitation where abundance was your birthright. Strategic relationship manipulation intended to isolate you from authentic support. Communication revealing coordinated character, assassination distributed to potential allies. Orchestrated scenarios designed to create distrust toward you within communities, offering potential refuge or assistance. Deliberate reputation destruction implemented through seemingly unconnected channels. Carefully crafted narratives distributed through trusted sources to undermine your credibility preemptively. Falsified documentation created to substantiate manufactured concerns about your stability, trustworthiness, or intentions. Spiritual attacks conducted through ritualistic means, targeting your energy systems, mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical well-being. Evidence of coordinated efforts utilizing specific dates, locations, and methods designed to maximize energetic impact against your spiritual infrastructure. This evidence emerges with supernatural precision, each piece connecting perfectly with others, creating comprehensive understanding impossible to dismiss as coincidental or misinterpreted. The paper trail delivers absolute certainty where previously existed only intuitive knowing. Those who orchestrated harm face precisely calibrated consequences, not through vengeful retaliation, but through natural operation of cosmic law. Their actions created energetic debt that demands payment. The universe delivers statements due. This justice operates without your initiation or participation, no action required from you, no energy expended toward retribution, no resources directed toward punishment. The universal systems activate automatically, delivering appropriate response to every action taken against you. The precision reflects perfect accounting. Exact measurement of intention, action, and impact determines proportional response. Organizations built on deception experience structural collapse. Foundations laid through manipulation develop irreparable fractures. Alliances formed through mutual darkness disintegrate through sudden mistrust. Resources accumulated through diversion from rightful recipients vanish through unexpected channels. Reputations constructed through careful image management shatter beyond repair. The timing reflects divine precision rather than human schedules. Some consequences manifest immediately, visible, public, undeniable. Others develop gradually, invisible accumulation reaching critical thresholds before sudden manifestation. Still others operate generationally, affecting legacy, lineage, and long-term impact rather than immediate circumstance. Beyond justice lies restoration. The universal systems initiate comprehensive reinstatement of everything stolen, delayed, or diverted from your path. This restoration transcends material reclamation, though physical resources return, to include dimensional reinstatement of purpose, position, and power. Spiritual gifting suppressed through targeted attack reactivates with amplified capacity. Natural abilities systematically undermined through gaslighting, medication, and environmental manipulation emerge with unprecedented clarity and strength. Intuitive connections deliberately severed through separation from resonant community re-establish with immediate depth and stability. Your authentic identity, the unaltered blueprint of your cosmic design, emerges from beneath layers of adaptive personas developed for survival within hostile environments. The manufactured self dissolves as unnecessary, revealing genuine expression previously deemed too dangerous for external recognition. This restoration carries responsibility proportional to recovered power. Your reinstated abilities require conscious stewardship rather than casual deployment. Your reclaimed position demands intentional occupation rather than passive acceptance. Your restored authority necessitates principled exercise rather than reactive demonstration. The process initiated through exposure continues beyond immediate justice and restoration. This awakening represents phased transition rather than isolated event. The systems reorganize around newly established truth. Reality reconfigures to accommodate revealed actualities rather than manufactured narratives. Your position within these recalibrating systems elevates naturally as artificial suppressions dissolve. The universal orchestration places you precisely where your specific design functions optimally within collective purpose. This positioning occurs without striving, manipulation, or self-promotion. Natural law simply establishes appropriate alignment based on authentic frequency and function. This realignment extends beyond individual experience to affect collective dynamics. Your restoration catalyzes ripple effects through connected systems, triggering awakening beyond your immediate sphere. The truth revealed through your situation illuminates related deceptions, activating comprehensive revelation, extending far beyond personal vindication. The cosmic perspective reveals greater purpose behind permitted suffering. What seemed meaningless cruelty or random victimization emerges as strategically allowed experience, creating necessary preconditions for revolution. Your navigation through orchestrated darkness developed essential capacity for your expanded assignment within transforming systems. Long dormant codes within your spiritual DNA activate now. Prophetic abilities sealed until this precise moment unlock with sudden clarity. Dreams intensify with unmistakable symbolism. Visions manifest during waking hours with unprecedented detail. Messages arrive through synchronicity that defies mathematical probability. Your prophetic channel opens fully. This activation arrives with perfect timing, exactly when collective consciousness requires clear transmission from higher realms. The systematic attempts to disable your prophetic function failed completely. Every effort to contaminate your channel, distort your reception, or corrupt your transmission produced opposite effect, refining your sensitivity, enhancing your clarity, and strengthening your connection. The words arrive with fire. Truths pierce through normalized deception with laser precision. Your utterances carry authority that transcends credential or position. Those who hear recognize resonant truth, regardless of conditioning or predetermined belief. Your prophetic function operates beyond intellectual persuasion, activating recognition at soul level where truth registers instantly without requiring consensus or external validation. This prophetic activation extends beyond verbal transmission. Your presence itself communicates message. Your energy field broadcasts frequency that disrupts calcified perception and stimulates awakening. Your physical body becomes transmission, tower for cosmic intelligence that bypasses cognitive resistance through direct energetic communication. The mantle settles upon you without institutional intermediaries or organizational authorization. No human confers this authority. No certificate validates this function. No lineage transmits this power. The divine directly commissions you for specific assignment within cosmic timeline. The opposition recognized this commission before your conscious awareness registered its existence. Their aggressive prevention efforts confirm the significance of your authorized function. The restoration process includes supernatural acceleration that compensates for intentionally created delay. Time itself compresses around you, delivering decades of development through collapsed timeframes. What typically requires extended progression manifests through quantum advancement, bypassing normal sequential requirements. Material provision arrives through expedited channels that defy conventional timing expectations. Resources typically requiring generations to accumulate materialize through synchronized opportunities that create extraordinary outcomes through ordinary appearing circumstances. Successive doors open simultaneously rather than sequentially. Relationship dynamics mature instantly rather than progressively. Connections form with immediate depth, bypassing typical trust-building requirements. Networks assemble with unusual speed and coherence, creating fully functioning support systems where isolation previously dominated your experience. Spiritual development advances through compressed catalytic experiences rather than gradual practice. Abilities typically requiring decades of disciplined cultivation activate through instantaneous downloads that transfer complete understanding and functional capacity simultaneously. Mastery arrives through direct transmission rather than incremental acquisition. Healing accelerates beyond medical possibility. Physical systems regenerate at unprecedented rates. Neurological patterns reconfigure instantly rather than through extended reprogramming. Emotional trauma resolves through compressed processing that accomplishes in moments what therapy requires years to address. This supernatural acceleration serves the cosmic timeline rather than personal preference. The compression occurs because your function activates on universal schedule that operates independently from human expectation or conventional development patterns. As justice completes, restoration finalizes, and acceleration fulfills its purpose, new stability emerges. The chaotic transition period resolves into established order, reflecting authentic reality rather than manipulated perception. This new stability operates on fundamentally different principles than previous existence. Truth forms the foundation of this established reality. Deception becomes immediately visible rather than requiring extensive investigation. Manipulative energies activate instant recognition rather than creating confusion. Clarity functions as natural state rather than achieved condition. Authentic. Connection replaces strategic alliance. Relationships form through resonance rather than convenience. Communities develop through shared purpose rather than geographic proximity or social obligation. Networks operate through mutual recognition rather than formal introduction or credential validation. Resource distribution follows divine assignment rather than human determination. Abundance flows according to cosmic purpose rather than artificial qualification. Provision aligns with assignment rather than assessed merit or demonstrated worthiness. Spiritual authority operates openly rather than through concealed influence. Power functions transparently rather than through hidden leverage. Leadership emerges through authentic capacity rather than positioned advantage. Within this stabilized reality, your true identity operates without restriction or apology. The previously necessary protective adaptations dissolve as irrelevant within environments aligned with your authentic frequency. The cosmos recognizes and responds to your genuine signature without requiring translation through acceptable presentation. The stabilized energetic foundation enables access to dimensional realities previously sealed from conscious interaction. The veil between worlds thins around you, creating permeable boundaries where rigid separation previously existed. Your perception extends beyond conventional time-space limitations into expanded awareness of simultaneous realities operating alongside visible existence. Beings tasked with guiding planetary transition make themselves known to you through unmistakable encounters that transcend imagination or hallucination. These interdimensional connections deliver precise instruction, specific knowledge, and strategic direction necessary for your role in collective awakening. The communication occurs through thought transference rather than verbal exchange, delivering complete conceptual understanding beyond linguistic limitation. The opened gateway explains increased synchronicity in your daily experience. Meaningful coincidences multiply beyond statistical probability. Needed resources appear precisely when required. Essential connections form through seemingly random circumstance. These patterns indicate reality responding directly to your energetic signature, rather than operating through conventional causality. This dimensional access destabilizes remaining ego structures through direct confrontation with greater cosmic organization. The linear self-concept dissolves through exposure to multidimensional identity. The sole protagonist narrative transforms through recognition of simultaneous existence across multiple reality expressions. The singular self expands, into multidimensional awareness. This expansion activates abilities previously deemed mythological or metaphorical. Remote perception functions with increasing accuracy. Consciousness affects physical systems through directed intention. Healing occurs through energetic transmission, without physical intervention. Time flexibility allows access to information beyond linear progression. These capacities emerge not as supernatural anomalies, but as natural function of consciousness operating beyond artificial limitation. The Judgment Day arrives not through thunderous proclamation, but through silent, irrefutable evidence. The paper trail delivers without emotion or commentary. The facts speak their unalterable truth. Those who orchestrated campaigns against you face the consequences of their actions through natural law rather than vengeful retaliation. Your restoration proceeds not through their destruction, but through universal realignment with truth that cannot be permanently suppressed. The cosmic clock strikes the appointed hour. Everything changes now.